Good morning, students. Today we will describe the lesson number 2, the tsunami, its second part. The story is starting from here. Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, was able to save many lives when the tsunami struck Phuket Beach in Thailand. This is a girl from Britain, but she is able to save many lives because she is knowledgeable. Though she has won a number of awards, her parents have not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. Their parents were not interested that she, she would face uh, several media persons and made him just like a hero of a society. Okay, why do you think they took that decision? This is a mystery. Now here is a story from Thailand because all the incidents happens in Thailand. The Smith Tilly from southeast England were celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in southern Thailand. A family of southeast England was celebrating their Christmas on a beach in Thailand. The meaning of resort is a small hotel, or you can say this is a place where people enjoy their holidays and take and spend some healthy time. Okay. Tilly Smith was a 10-year-old school girl. Tilly Smith, only 10 years old uh, girl. Her sister was 7 years old. Their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. This is Smith family from South East England. Okay. It was 26 December 2004. The incident happens in 2004 in the end. Deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. This is the time when the preparation of tsunami is going on in the sea. They had been triggered. They had been triggered by a massive earthquake from of northern Sumatra earlier that morning. The tsunami's activity started from early in the morning. Triggered, it means it started. And always the tsunami always started with a earthquake. When earthquake happens, the sea waves comes in action. Okay, the water was swelling and kept coming in. The water was swelling and kept coming in. It means this is the beginning of the tsunami. That the water flowing outway. Okay, Penny Smith remembered the father of Tilly. Penny Smith remember, the beach was getting smaller and smaller. Before the tsunami, the starting activity of a tsunami happens in a way. Uh, in the earlier situation, the water of the sea is come close, and after that, the water rebound with a massive force. I did not know what was happening. Penny did not guess what is the situation going to be happen. But after that, but Tilly Smith sensed. Tilly Smith, the daughter of Penny, sensed, imagined that the situation is going on very bad, that something was wrong. Her mind kept going back. Her mind kept going back. It means she remembered that in a geography lesson when he studying in school classes lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew out to Thailand with her family. When she came before Thailand before 2 weeks. He she learned a lesson of geography. In that lesson, the introduction of tsunami, she got read. Tilly saw the sea slowly rise. This is the starting activity of tsunami. Slowly rise and start to foam. And start to foam. It means the water is bubbling. Bubble and for whirlpools. Whirlpools mean the uh, rounding way, the water rounded very quickly. She remembered that she had seen this in class in a video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian island in 1946. A lesson about a tsunami that happened in 1946 in Hawaii Island. She got read. Her geography teacher had shown her class the video. The video was showed by the teacher of geography and told them that tsunami can be caused by earthquake, volcano, ज्वालामुखी and landslide और जमीन के खिसकने से होता है. That was told by the Tilly started to scream. Scream it means crying with fear. Tilly started to scream at her family to get off the beach. Tilly warned her family that we should go out. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She was talking that uh, perhaps uh, it happens because of the earthquake. She got more and more hysterical. She she suggesting she was suggesting her family, her father and mother, very mad way, hysterical. It means when you are out of control and you acted act like a mad. Okay? Said her mother, Penny. Said her mother, Penny. Penny is her mother. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical. Said her mother. Her mother is describing about the activity of. I did not know what a tsunami was. I did not know what a tsunami was. Penny describing that I don't know about tsunami. But seeing my daughter so frightened, I thought something serious must be going on. But seeing her daughter, see the mother of Tilly, describing that seeing to my daughter, I guess something is going wrong. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach. Last, Tilly was successful to uh, accept this fact that there would be a to the swimming pool at the hotel. To the swimming pool at the hotel. Okay. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. They were said then it was if the entire sea had come out after them. When they go back from the beach, after that the tsunami happened. Okay. It seemed that all sea was going to out of the beach. It was screaming, run. I was screaming, run, 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 and go away. The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. They go back in a hotel on the third floor because the heats of the water can damage and throw them away. This is the reason that they took shelter on the third floor. The building withstood the surge of three tsunami waves. The building was very strong and it stands on its strength on its strength and it was also faced three tsunami waves. If they had stayed on the beach, uh, if the family of the Smith family, stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive. It happened that they were. The Smith later met other tourists who had lost entire families. After the tsunami wave, the Smith met some other tourists who had lost their families thanks to Tilly and her geography nation. This was the benefit of the study of geography by her by their daughter. They had been forewarned because of the learning, because of the study about the tsunami. They were advanced. Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmates a terrifying tale, a story, fearful story told by the Tilly in England when they go back. So this is the benefit of study. After that, where did the Smith family and the other on the beach go to escape from the tsunami? In a hotel. Okay. How do you think her geography teacher felt when he heard about what Tilly had done in Phuket? How do you think her geography teacher felt when he heard about what Tilly had done? He was really happy, we can think. Look carefully, look, look carefully at the picture. Look carefully at the picture of the boy and his dog and try to describe things that you see. Using just words and phrases, either the teacher or one of the students can write down the words and phrases on the blackboard. The other story is here. This is how you can start. Calm, blue sea, ruined huts. This is the story you can write. You can write to see this figure. But the lesson is here. Before the giant waves slammed into the coast in India and Sri Lanka. This is the story of tsunami. Before the giant waves, before the huge waves slammed, it means entered into the coast in India and Sri Lanka. The coast, it means the border of the sea coast in the India and Sri Lanka. Wild and domestic animals seemed to know what was about to happen. It is supposed that the animals were aware about the tsunami. It was it is it is saying, okay, there is no scientific proof, but it is saying that the animals were aware about that tsunami. They fled to safety. They go for safety according to eyewitness accounts. Eyewitness, the people who watched the real situation. According to witness accounts, elephants screamed, crying with fear. Elephants screamed and ran for higher ground. They go to a higher place where they can feel they safe. Dogs refused to go outdoors, and dogs were not going out of the houses. Flamingo, a kind of bird, abandoned their low-lying breeding areas. Flamingo is a kind of bird. Abandoned, it means left their habit to lay his eggs in lower areas because it can be it can be ruined by the tsunami, and zoo animals rushed into their shelters, and animals who were kept in zoos, they also rushed for their safety and could not be enticed to come back out. And once they take shelter in a safe position, they cannot be they cannot be enticed for coming out. from their shelters. Enticed का मतलब लज्जाना, उनको लज्जा के बाहर नहीं लाया जा सकता। Many people believe that animals possess a sixth sense. Many people believe that animal has a sixth sense because everybody knows that human have five senses. हाँ? फाइव सेंस होते हैं व्यक्ति के पास, लेकिन सिक्स सेंस होता है एनिमल्स के पास। एंड नो व्हेन द अर्थ इज गोइंग टू सिंक, they already informed by their sixth sense that something is happened wrong. Some experts believe that animals more acute hearing helps them to hear or feel the earth's vibration. Some experts says that animal has strong hearing organs in their bodies. With the help of that hearing organs, they can feel more clearly the vibration of earth. They can sense an approaching disaster. They can know about the coming of a accident that can be happen in future long before humans realize what is going on. It means the animals are in a more advanced position by their hearing organs. We cannot be sure. We cannot be sure whether animals have a sixth sense or not. But we have not a scientific proof that animal had a sixth sense. But the reality is that the giant waves that rolled through the Indian Ocean killed more than 1,50,000 people in a dozen countries. But this is a fact that in that tsunami that happens in 26th of December 2004, the tsunami killed more than 1,50,000 in dozen countries, in almost 12 or 13 countries. But not many animals have been reported dead. But in the comparison of human, there is no report that animals have died so much. Along India, along India's Kudalore coast, Kudalore coast in Tamil Nadu or in Kerala, because this is the lower part of India, India's Kudalore coast, where thousands of people perished. There, thousands of people also washed out. Buffaloes, goats, and dogs were found unharmed. There also, this reality happened. Buffalo, goats, and ducks were found unharmed. They were safe. The Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is home to a variety of animals, including elephants, leopards, and 130 species of birds. The Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is rich of wild animals. There, leopards, elephants, and over 130 kinds of birds. Okay, 60 visitors were washed away. There also happened that 60 visitors were washed away by the tsunami, but from the Patnanga beach inside the park, in a park in their uh, picnic time, Patnanga beach, they were washed, but no animal carcasses were found. But there also no animal was dead. Carcasses, it means the uh, bone structure of animal after die, the animals they can carcasses. Okay, animal carcasses were found except for two water buffaloes. Only two water buffaloes were dead about an hour before the tsunami hit. Before the 2 hour, only two water buffaloes were dead. People at Yala National Park had observed three elephants running away from the Patnanga base. In Yala National Park, uh, when the tsunami came, before that, three elephants running away from the Patnanga beach because they sensed the danger and they fled from there. Sri Lanka, Gentleman who lives on the coast near Gala said his two dogs were not go for their daily run on the beach. He also, the Sri Lankan gentleman also told a story about his dog that dog would not like to go out from the house because they sensed earlier. They were usually excited to go on this outing. Usually the dogs were very excited to go out from home in usual time, but on that time they sensed the danger and they could not get courage to go out. But on that day they refused to go. Okay, and most probably saved his life. And this is the reason they were saved. That this lesson completes, and I will make a video or send you a written sheet about question and answers. So, thank you, students.